Today I'm sharing a book with you that is full of holiday projects. Hi, I'm Kim Jamieson Hurst of Chatterbox Quilts, and today I'm taking a look at 'Tis the Season for Quilting. This is from Annie's Quilting. So if you want to get a copy of this book for yourself, be sure to check the description below the video because I'll put a link to it there. Now this is full of different projects. So some are quilts, some are placemats, some are ornaments, table runners, so there's a real variety in here. But I thought they were quite interesting, and there's a variety of looks as well. So you get everything from the very traditional Christmas cabins to other ones that are more fun and whimsical. So speaking of lap quilts, this is one that is in the book. And so what I thought was really cute about this, I like the trees, I like the house, I love houses. And then you've got these stars above the house in very traditional block. But I could see using these like what they've done here in different plaid fabrics. You could do it in solids. You could do it in different Christmas themed fabrics as well. That would be really lovely too. So really nice pieced project in the book. And another piece project is called Winter Holly. So this one is cool. They've used kind of fabrics that read as solid, I would call them, but it gives a really nice look, a little bit different, kind of a modern look here. It gives you a look at the whole quilt itself. And you've got these little 9 patches, really is what they are, in between these kind of log cabin blocks. So kind of fun, not difficult to make either, and quite a modern looking quilt, but quite lovely, I thought. Now, I love to have pillows out during Christmas season. So here's a poinsettia pillow that you could make. Again, not very difficult to make at all, but you got this 3D effect with the poinsettia on there, and you can use up some little buttons in the middle there too. This one is actually 14-inch square, so not a huge pillow. So you could use this on a chair, on a couch, wherever you'd like to put that. And I also think that the poinsettia design itself could be used in different projects too. I thought this was quite fun. This is called Celebrate Christmas, and you've got all these Christmas ornaments, and you notice that a couple of them are sideways, which I thought that was kind of a fun look. You could probably do that with some of the other ones if you wanted to as well. This one is actually a wall hanging, and it's only 23.5 inches by 26.5, so not very big. Probably a good project to use up some of your scraps because the block sizes are only 4 by 5 inches. So you probably could use or have scraps in your stash that you could use for this project. And while she's used these kind of gray for the ornament hangers, the top part of the ornament, I think you could also use a gold if you preferred to do that. And I really liked the ribbon effect in the border. I thought that was very clever. Again, it's all pieced, so not difficult to do. It was also a nice project where you might want to have some fabrics that you would fussy cut even. Maybe if you've got some Christmas fabric that have scenes in it, or maybe birds, things like that, you might want to fussy cut those for those ornaments, and that would be really fun. Gnomes. Who doesn't love gnomes, right? So here's some gnome ornaments made out of wool, and you could also make these just out of felt if you wanted to, but they're very cute. A little bit of hand embroidery details on them, and a little button up there. But I thought these are really quite sweet. It's a little mushroom house and the little gnome himself to hang on the tree. These are just 3, let's see, the gnome is 3¼ by 6 inches, and the house is 3¾ by 6 inches. So both the same length, a little bit different in width on them, but quite cute. This one's called Christmas Wonder, and I really like this table runner. Talking about fussy cutting, this is a perfect project. As you can see here, she's fussy cut these cardinals to go in and use some metallic prints in there. Very nice. I want to show you the whole table runner so you get the idea of the design in the middle. So the more traditional, quite a traditional looking table runner all in all, but with the fussy cutting of those cardinals in the middle or whatever Christmas print you might have, makes this a very lovely project. And I'm not sure how big this is. Let's see, it's 66 inches by 18, so a good length. Sometimes I find table runners aren't long enough for a longer table, and you know when you have holiday gatherings, you typically may put an extra leaf or two in that table, making it quite long. So if you've got a table runner that's only about 40 inches long, sometimes that's just not quite long enough. So this is a good length and a good width as well. Then I really like this Let Heaven and Nature Sing. This has some hand embroidery details on it, some little buttons, a little bit of applique. Not very big, 14 inches square, much like the pillow we looked at earlier, but a really cute little design, and I thought it was very sweet. I'm all for the whimsical kind of look, and I love snowmen too. The nice thing about snowmen is you can leave them up. You know, it's not just when Christmas is done you have to take them down. Snowmen can be all through winter, right? So I really like this little one here. This would also, while she's got it as a wall hang, you could also take this and put it in a picture frame, and it would be lovely as well. I also like the fact that when she's got these templates in here, a couple things. First off, she shows you the overlap or underlap, as the case may be, with dotted lines, and the templates are at full size, so I really like that too. She shows you the little stitches on here, tells you what they are as well. Very easy to make. And I thought these were quite unique. This is a snow globe and wreath placemats, and what's different about these, as you can see, is the round shape coming out from the typically rectangular placemat. So I thought that was really interesting and quite a different look, really pretty. And again, you've got two different designs to choose from. Another place to showcase some of those favorite holiday prints you may have. Even though you've got the doves in white, you could certainly, I guess there are little dots on there maybe, but they could be in something that's maybe even a white with a little bit of metallic on it. I think would look quite lovely there. Again, the full-size templates for you to use, always appreciated. I really, really like this table runner at the back. It's called Trees and Groove, and this is a way to use up some of your scraps as well. Now, she's actually cutting these scraps into 2 inches by 3¼ inches. So red scraps and green scraps, and sewing them together and then cutting out the tree shapes. I think you could also use your scrap fabric. So even if they're not the same size rectangles, if you just have a whole bunch of red, like small scraps, and you want to sew them all together and then just, you know, cut them out. This is actually paper pieced, so you want to make sure they're a little bit bigger than that tree center to use to make this table runner. I think you could also do that, and that would work out quite well too. Give you a little bit different look than the rectangles that you're seeing here, but I really liked the look of this, the graphic look of this, the red trees on the gray and the green trees on the white squares. I thought it was really quite nice. This is a 51½ inch by 14 inch table runner. You could also use these blocks in different designs. I mean, you could take this and make a wall hanging if you wanted to, like a square wall hanging. You could just take maybe 3 of them and make a small wall hanging too. So I really like this. Again, simple design, not difficult, great way to use up your fabric scraps. So if you're looking for different holiday projects, I recommend you take a look at 'Tis the Season for Quilting by Annie's. And you'll find, again, a link in the description below so you can take a look and even get a copy for yourself if you wish. Thanks for watching today. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And remember to subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified the next time I release a new video. And before you go, check out these other videos I've included just for you. For more helpful quilting information, please go to my website at www.chatterboxquilts.com.